What the heck is going on, guys? How's everybody? Today we are back with another Summoner's War Chronicle video. Today we're going to be going over some scheduled updates for the Korean server, which we seem to be about a month or so behind, maybe a month and a week behind now. And at one point it was almost 3 months, so we are slowly catching up. So hopefully we get this content relatively soon. But super quick before we get into it, please be sure to like and comment as it helps push this out to more people. And as always, subscribe. But with that being said, let's get reading. So it just says, hello from whoever wrote this, Lee. So just talking about 2003, and the real meat and potatoes here is they are getting a new rune. What is it actually? It's like where the raids are, right?
It says ruins, and it seems like it's a series of dungeons.
Okay, so I'm not quite sure where it's going to be in the menu.
Yeah, I don't know where it's going to be in the menu either.
That's what I was like trying to say.
But
I'm not sure, but
it says if you beat White Castle one time, you'll be able to enter this.
So that's like the power range it wants you at. It's like the White Castle power range.
I guess.
So it's going to be called Goliathus Runes. So the pictures are kind of in Korean, so we don't know 100% how it's going, like how it's going to scale. But from what we can read here, so it's going to consist of 4 floors. Each floor is going to have 7 to 10 stages with various traps and things. And there's also going to be different rewards placed throughout. In addition, stages are randomly generated at the start of the season to provide various experiences for each season. So this is just showing us here the different stages with the different amount of floors and a bunch of stuff that I cannot read.
That guy wasn't to the 4th stage there yet.
Yeah, it looks like he's only on the 3rd stage. It says the Goliathus runes are reset every 2 weeks, and you're going to need a minimum of 10 to a maximum of 30 summons to accompany you at the start of the season. So they want you to have 10 to 30 monsters built, so that's pretty nuts. And then it's just talking about, so summon monsters within the runes are managed by action power, and action power is consumed upon death or replacement when attacking a stage.
So if you change them in or out, it's going to use some, and if they actually die. So if they die, you can still keep using them. I guess they'll get revived through different stages or whatever.
So if you
it's going to use their action points.
Oh, okay. Okay, makes sense.
Or action power, is that what they call it? Action power.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. So it is difficult to attack all stages within the runes with a small number of summons. We recommend that you do it with as many summons as possible. So basically it's trying to tell you if you go in with 10, it's going to be super hard. If you go in with 30, it's going to be easier. In runes, a rule called Magic Discipline is triggered, which affects progression. The rules for Season 1 and 2 will be randomly assigned and will be changed so that summoners can set their own rules through future updates. So we can't really read this, but it does look like there's some percentage things with some symbols. So me and Shenna did some speculation. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it does look like this one might be some sort of like healing thing. Maybe you lose 30, they gain 75 or something. And then this one maybe is like attack or something.
Or like something to do with your monsters. That's like the monster symbol.
Yeah, so hard to tell, but yeah, so there's going to be like different rules for each, so that's pretty cool. It'll be a lot cooler once we can actually read this stuff, but we will get it soon enough, I'm sure. So it says you can get help in progressing through the runes through a skill called Traces of Research, and the consumption of the skill card can be key to attacking the runes, so summoners need summoners need to make strategic choices. So it's just going to be another way that we can progress our summoners, I'm assuming. I think that it's Cleef Orbia and Kina's symbol.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like.
But it's hard to tell again. And then it's just talking about the different rewards that you can get and things like that. I don't want to read
large amounts of gold. Mm-hmm.
That's what I like. So I'm not going to read all of that. Another thing here, it's saying for them, their seal is getting reduced from 12 to 6, so ours is already 6. So
yeah, they talked about this in their roadmap for the Korean server.
Yeah.
And yeah, they talked about changing it, and now they're finally changing it. So they've been doing 12 this whole time that we've been doing 6, I guess.
Yeah.
Sucks for them.
It'd be so hard on mobile.
Yeah.
And then a changing angle of the view camera has been widened to make mobile play more smooth. That's actually balling, because it's really annoying. Especially in arena and brawl arena when you can't rotate it.
Oh, it's not for that. It's going to be for Battlefield and the seal. It's going to make it wider because, like, when it zooms in, you're like tunnel vision. You can only see like the small area. They're going to make it wider so you can see around your eye a little better.
Okay, that's even doper, I guess.
Yeah.
And then this is just some stuff talking about combat fatigue and things like that. So they're going to be reducing some stuff. So what is it? Sorry. In order to alleviate combat fatigue, the frequency of using wide range skills has been reduced, and the number of summoners restriction is also adjusted from 1 to 2 times. We hope this will help participate in Seal Raid. So they're talking about some combat power and stuff like that. So just some more changes to Seal.
That's the one that's talking about how many times you can resurrect.
Yeah.
So they're going to let you resurrect twice in Seal, so maybe you won't miss out on rewards or something if you die.
I think it's more just the cheese to get more crystals out of you. Because, like, if you talk about something like White Castle, if you resurrect, like, he gets this huge buff and just kills everyone anyway. So, like, literally a waste.
Yep.
But anyway, this is actually really big, especially when we get further down and we look at some of the nerfs that are coming to Cleef. But, so what they're saying here is transcendence of sub-summoners. So, like, not your first guy, but, like, the other 2 people. The cost of transcending them the second time is going to be free. And then also here, they're going to they're going to return consume transcendent material to summoners who already transcended their sub-summoners. So if you did already do it, do not fret. They will return the stuff to you.
The second summoner is going to be free. So I'm assuming the third summoner would also be free, or maybe not.
No, that's probably just for you Cleef mains, so you guys don't lose your minds. Okay, so sorry, I'm dumb there, but yeah. Next is some arena changes. To be honest, I'm not really gonna go through this. It's important, but it's not important. I definitely recommend you read it, but we're gonna skip it. And then one thing I do want to cover here, though, is they're changing. So you guys know how we got the change to Foggy, where you only have to run it 3 times a week. They're also changing the Twisting Bog as well.
We haven't even got it yet, and they're already talking about changing it in Korea down to how Foggy Prison is. And I'm assuming they're going to change the other raids like that as well, maybe?
Yeah, like they don't say it here, but it seems like they're going to be reducing all the raids at some point to that. And then also here it says, in celebration of the Year of the Black Rabbit, the Rabbit concept Desert Queen transformation has been added, and Sky Dancer transformations. Okay, sorry, that's nothing. And then also some skins for the summoners. Okay, and then there's some more talk here about patches are in progress for convenience and fatigue. So the grade and number of enhancements are displayed in the sub-options of equipment and runes, making it easier to check the effectiveness of the sub-stats more intuitively. That's going to be kind of cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And then the number of hunts required for all repeatable requests will be changed from 60 to 30 in, this is Ruggermatang. So that's awesome. Right now you have to kill 60 monsters per repeat request. It's going to be changed to 30. So that's halving the amount of time you have to spend on your repeat requests. And then it says Rift Dungeons are changed to daily dungeons, and accordingly the Rift Dungeons itself can be played once a day. Relative rewards will be improved so that you can acquire them at once as much as the rewards you progress through each dungeon before the update. The reopening time of the secret dungeon is changed from 7 days to 1 day. The secret dungeon energy currency can be purchased at, okay, we don't even need to worry about that at all because we're already on the 1 day. Poor Korea server having to wait 7 days.
Also, it's letting you buy secret energy from the Tower of Ascension shop, or the Trial of Ascension shop.
Oh, true, that's cool too.
Yeah, and it's going to have a red dot notification when you're able to open a secret dungeon.
Ooh, that's nice, actually. Especially since the timer is really weird for us, actually. It's a day and 8 hours.
Yeah, it's 32 hours for some reason.
It's weird. And then the UI is improved to make it easier to check the achievements in Tower. I'm assuming that's Tower of Ascension.
I think that one's the Spires for some reason.
The Spires? Okay. But yeah, so that, and then this one's another cool change. So you're going to be able to purchase gold from the Rahul exchange. This might be a scam. It might end up not being a cool change. But if it's a good deal, we'll see. More gold is always good. Here's the hero area, the appearance time of the boss, blah, blah, blah. And hero area is fixed. It also displays the time remaining until spawning. Okay, cool. So hopefully we'll have that because we're getting Hero Arena tomorrow, right? Or today.
Yeah.
It's live.
Yeah.
Sorry, pre-recorded. Legend runes are added when completing weekly elite monster quests for each hero region, and weekly hunting quest requirements are changed from 100 to 30. So they're reducing that. Hero area movement through the map UI now teleports you into the area instead of through a portal. Okay. And then here is the buffs and nerfs. So it's kind of weird. Summoners War didn't usually like nerf, and like this is a pretty hard one.
They did at the beginning. They used to nerf all the time when people started complaining, so they stopped nerfing and they just buff everything else up to the same level.
So we will see. Me and Chetta actually did have a pretty decent discussion about this today. Let's go through it first. So first, his Cleef's Guardian Guardian Shield. So
it's one of his passives.
His passives. Okay. I'm just gonna read the improvement. So reduces damage received to boss by 20%. Reduces damage received by team summon bosses by 10% when hit by a boss or enemy summoner. There's a 10% chance to gain 1 mana. So yeah, you lose the reduction of damage from the summoner, so that's only a boss thing now. So this is a huge nerf for sure, because he used to have 20% reduced damage, Cleave, against summoners when they attacked him with just any damage, right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting Orbeez confused because Orbeez is based on element. But so this is a huge nerf for him, but I will say as an Orbea user, one of my passives is also strictly for bosses. So this completely sucks, but on the other hand, Orbea doesn't have one that's strictly bosses. So it is kind of fair in that sense. I'm not sure about Kina. I don't know if she has one that's like...
I think her first one was strictly for bosses as well.
So super sucks, but semi-fair, and then increases damage dealt to enemies in taunt state by 15%, 10 reduction in damage taken from provoked enemies. What it's going to be now is removes increased damage dealt to provoked enemies, and 10% reduction in damage taken from provoked enemies. So you're losing the 15 and 10%, right?
Losing the 15% increased damage, but we're keeping the 10% reduction.
Yeah. So just losing more damage. Yeah. That seems to be a common theme in his nerf. Change attack and defense coefficients in the all-element double attack. So not 100% sure what that means, but we will see in game
it's like
at some point.
The scaling of his second skill.
Yeah. And then light speed, which is his light weapon, right?
Yeah, light weapon first skill.
So it says increases damage dealt to enemies under taunt by 30%. And then it's being changed to 15% instead. So that's again another nerf to his damage.
Yeah, it just reduces damage from the light weapon.
Oh, okay. And then the next is going to be Orbea stuff, but Cleef also just got a nerf in our patch as well. So we went over that in a previous video, but yeah. So he's getting kind of hurt pretty hard. So it is really nice that they're going to allow you to transcend another person for free. It's definitely going to be hard to get a lot of those skill books back and stuff like that you crafted or whatever.
Yeah, the skill books and the weapons and
but if you're a Cleef, maybe I would just hold on to your stuff for now, your pages or your books, because yeah. I'm actually just going to skip these two, but I definitely recommend you read them if you're an Orbea or Kina player.
Just slight increase on damage, and then for Kina, it seems like probably a slight increase to the heals.
Next, so this kind of sucks a little bit if you've already wasted a reset on one of these monsters, but what they're doing here is so summon with resurrection skills are subject to free reduction, and the applicable targets are as followed. So you're they're going to change how you reset these monsters.
Seems like they're going to let you reset them for free for a little bit.
Yeah. So it kind of sucks if you've already reset one of these monsters. Like I reset my Wind Archangel. I reset
none of the other ones.
Okay, yeah, they're not going to do the water, Amazon and stuff. But yeah, so that is it for the Korean patch notes. So a lot of cool stuff coming to the Korean server. I'm super excited to see what this is about. But I think that is enough rambling from us. This video has already gone long enough. We appreciate you guys. As always, thank you for sticking around this long. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we will catch you guys in the next one.